Good day, guys. I think we have already established that vulnerability assessment is key in terms of securing our systems. So, from this Center for Internet Security, continuous vulnerability management is actually placed on number 3, which means it's something that we need to do continuously in order to secure our platforms. So to demonstrate how that will happen, how we'll be able to implement vulnerability assessment, I'll use a tool called Nessus. Nessus is a tool that's available in two forms. This one that I'm using is a free version. They've got other professional and cloud versions which are available at a fee. But you also find this Nessus under Kali Linux, but I've decided to use this graphical user one because I think it's easier to understand, it's easier to see what's happening. So what it does is that the first thing, if you want to create a scan, you choose the type of scan that you want to do, and I'll do a basic network scan. I think, as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility. So we only scan those networks that we have been given authorization to scan. It's got ethical implications and also legal implications. So we have to seek authorization first before we start doing any scan. So for this demonstration, I'll use my local machine as the target. So we'll start by giving it a name for this scan, class demo, and you can put a description. So class demo of Nessus, and also the folder that you put it. I'll just leave it as default. Then for the targets, I'll use my localhost IP address, which is this one. Then once I'm done, I can just schedule it, but we'll do other things, but I'll just save this one. Once I click on save, then it will show as my class demo. This one, then I'll go to it. Once I go to it, then I'll click on launch. Once I click on launch, you will see that it starts to run here. And in these tabs, there is the host and the vulnerabilities. So here on vulnerabilities, we'll start seeing an increase in count here as it picks up some vulnerability. So it's now showing 3. If you go under vulnerability, then it will give you what it has discovered. So at the moment, it's just showing vulnerability for information sake, are not really classified as low, medium, or high. This is the key that you can use to rank whatever vulnerabilities has been discovered. So this process takes a bit of time, but the good thing is that you do not have to wait until it finishes for you to start seeing what's behind the different vulnerabilities. So if I just go in here, you'll start to see the descriptions of what it is. So this one, there's nothing interesting as such, because it's just for information. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'll go back to my scans that I've done earlier on, which gave me this outcome. The status now complete. That did it earlier in preparation for this recording. So it will show that it's got a 1 high, 3 medium, and other 33 for information. So if I go on the medium and click there, to show you what is found under the vulnerabilities that I found. So it's this one, Oracle TNS listener removes poisoning under database, because I've got an Oracle database that is installed. This is an Oracle Express database. So if you go down into it, then it will give you a description of the vulnerability and what is the potential danger. And so it's very clear that an attacker can exploit this issue to divert data from a legitimate database server or client to an attacker specified system. So it also recommends a solution, and also offers some further reading if you want more information on the data, and it also gives a ranking of the risk and the score that it is given, and also it also gives further information about the vulnerability information, that is an Oracle database, availability, the exploit is too true, the date that the page to resolve this vulnerability was found, and when it was published, and here it will show the port, the protocol where this loophole is emanating from. So it gives a thorough detailed information on that. So I'll just go back again and show you something else, a different vulnerability. Maybe go and with the CVE. Then this one also allows several remote and authenticated users to confidentiality integrate. So it gives you a description and gives you the solution. This one tells you that you need to upgrade the system to the latest, then that the vulnerability is closed. And also it gives you the port and the protocol and the IP address, the host IP address, the IP address. Since this is just for one machine, it will just show for this machine. And the score. This one is got reference for a CVE, which is a common vulnerability and exposure, which you can go and read further about this vulnerability. So guys, I think this is all about Nessus. It's a very easy, simple tool to use. It's widely used, and it's got different type of scans that you can do. So yeah, you can just play around and see what happens. But what is key, again, I'll emphasize that before we scan, make sure we've got permission to scan people's system. So thank you very much.